Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are here on Forest River, North Dakota. This is a map made by Smebby. It is only available on his Patreon right now. I think it's like 25 bucks. So if you want to play on this map, you have to go to his Patreon and buy it there. But this is probably one of my favorite maps in Farm Sim so far. I know we're at the end of 22 and I'm not sure if it's going to be public before the end of 22, but this is definitely a map you need to check out if it does come out for 25 gets released. I just built a little bit of a smaller farm here. We do have some bigger pieces of equipment like that Magnum right there, but we are in the middle of wheat harvest right now. You guys may recognize this farm. I did a live stream on it the other night, just getting the farm set up and getting some wheat harvested. Go past the house here out onto the road. Over on the right here we've got our first wheat field we harvested on stream. We already got that all baled up, so you can see all those bales out there. I think we made around 43 bales. We harvested 2 fields last night. Got 43 bales out of those 2 fields, which is pretty decent. We've got all the equipment parked up here on the side of the field. There is one thing I want to show you guys real quick before we get started here. We're going to walk over into the field. This is what I like best about this map. You notice the wheat textures. Here's where the tire tracks were. The combine's tires drove through there. You can see the different length. They're kind of like pushed over. Then over here you can see how tall and these stalks are here. The stubble for the wheat is probably the best feature so far in this map that I have seen. I know they have custom ground textures as well for when you do tillage and stuff too, so I'm excited to see what that looks like. But these wheat textures are just insane, guys. All right, enough about the map. We got to jump in the combine here and we got to put the header on the trailer. We got quite a long way to go here to get to the next field, so we'll get this fired up. We'll let it warm up just a little bit here. We'll raise the header up and we'll try to get this thing on the trailer. So we've got one gravity wagon completely full and the other one's about half full, so we should probably unload those before we start today. We've got the auger set up at the farm, so all we have to do is drive over there and unload it. We'll get the header on the trailer and right about there-ish. We'll get that unhooked right there. Perfect. And we're just gonna let the combine sit here and warm up a little bit more as we go ahead and go unload the gravity wagons. We're gonna jump in the 8410. Pretty nice tractor. I think this is the older version. I don't have the new version yet. It's still a pretty solid tractor. I just can't figure out how to get the markers to unfold. All right, here we are back at the farm here. We're gonna get lined up with the Farm King auger here. Gotta make sure the 986 is still turned on as well. Let's see how close we can get. We got duals on the tractors. That's kind of unfortunate. Ran it over just a little bit. Is it gonna straighten itself back out? I guess not, but it doesn't matter. I don't think that's supposed to be like that. This is turned on, right? So it should be going in, I think. I don't want to straighten that back out. If it's working, it's working. So we got it unloading again. It did the weird thing again. I don't know why it's like that, but as long as it works, that's all that matters to me. You can see it. It's unloading into the bin there, so all is good. All right, we got the first one unloaded. We're unloading the back one now. Everything seems to be working pretty good. All right, we're all unloaded. We're gonna head out to the new field here, and we'll walk around to the combine and get everything else out there. All right, we made it back to the field here, or to the new field. We're gonna hook up the header here real quick. Now, I need to know what you guys think in the comments. Is this combine too big for these gravity wagons, or should I? Because I want to run gravity wagons for the series. I feel like I've ran semi and grain truck enough to where I want to do gravity wagons. Do I just get another set of gravity wagons, or do I get a smaller combine? Let me know in the comments below. But anyways, we're gonna get the combine turned on here, lower it down, and we should be good to go here for wheat. You just see the beautiful wheat texture right there. Make sure stall swath is on, looking good. All right, we're almost done with the first headland pass here, as you can see in the bottom left-hand corner. It's not great yield. We're in the yellow to orange range. It's not green like we'd want it, but this is our first year farming the field, so I really didn't expect much out of this field. We are getting 53.9 bushel to the acre. Again, it could be a lot better, but this is the first year farming it. Didn't put any lime down or anything like that, so it's understandable why it's not as good, but we're gonna get on headland pass number 2 here and get that done real quick, and then we can go back and forth. All right, guys, we're about full here. I'm hoping we can make it to the end of this this row here. We're at 97% right now, so it's gonna be close. Got the beacons on and everything. I guess it does it automatically when I get to 50% or something. 99%, we're not gonna make it. There it is, 100%. The header up, turn the combine off, and we'll head over to the gravity wagons. All right, here we go. Pull up to the gravity wagons here. Right about there. Get it pretty centered there, and we'll get this thing unloaded. This holds about 340 bushels, so it should get it about half full, I think. So we might be able to fill up these 2 gravity wagons with this field. I'm not sure. Alright guys, we're on the last pass here of this field. It took me a lot longer than I thought. We're still getting about 54 bushel to the acre. It's still in the red, sometimes in the yellow, but mostly red. Yeah, we still got about gravity wagon full. We got the first one full, the second one's nearly full. I think this will fill the second one. We'll still have some grain in the combine after we load the gravity wagons. So that's good. We got a full set of gravity wagons full out of this field, so that's always good. I'm not sure what I want to do in this field yet. I'll probably put some lime down, and then next year we might put some corn in here. I think corn's probably the next option for this field, and I'll put beans in the other 2 wheat fields next year. I gotta figure out what field I want to put more wheat in. So maybe I'll do oats next year instead of wheat, because I like doing something, wheats or oats or something, just to have something to harvest in the summer and just kind of breaks up harvest. The field is finally done. We'll run across here. We're gonna leave tracks through the field. It's fine, but we're gonna get this unloaded, and then we'll unload the grain out of the wagons. And we'll probably get the baler over here and start baling this up. We do have a square baler this time in this series, so it shouldn't take very long to get this all baled up. All right, pull up to the wagons here. Try not to hit the tractor. Looking at the window there. Yep, the window's full. You can kind of see the grain on top of the wagon there. Oh shoot, it is right there. Yeah, this is easily gonna fill it. Try and make it even and cut it off. Right there, perfect. Go ahead and fold the auger in and lower the header, and then we'll jump in the tractor here and take it off back to the farm. Alright, we're back at the farm, finally. We can get these wagons unloaded here. Let's see if we can get this lined up correctly. There we go. It will unload. Perfect. I think it's still sending it up there. It looks like it is. So things are working good. It's not lined up perfectly, but as long as it works, that's all that matters. So we'll get these unloaded, and I'll see you guys when they're done. Alright, you can see the wagon's about done unloading. It's not lined up the best here, but it's the grain's flowing out pretty quickly. It's going up in the bin there. You can see it dropping in. I got the auger relined up for like the 3rd or 4th time, and it seems to be working decent now, but obviously I didn't realign the gravity wagon just right. It's barely getting in the tray there, but oh well. It's alright. It's working. It is what it is, but we are just about empty here. We got about 80 bushels left in here, so it shouldn't take too much longer, and we'll be done with wheat. And the wagon is done. We'll close that back up. And I guess the combine still does have some wheat in it. So we'll leave these here. That way we can just move the combine around, unload it in the wagon, and just unload it into the bin right away. So instead of resetting it stuff back up. So we're going to turn the tractor off here. Got to turn the hazards off too. Forgot about that. We're going to go jump in the baler and head down to the field. All right, jumping in the T8050 New Holland here. It's a really nice tractor. We got it on the Case IH square baler back there. The windows are pretty dirty. I'll have to get those cleaned off eventually. But we'll head down to the field. I really haven't used this tractor before. This is actually the first time I've used it in a series. And it's a really nice tractor. It sounds pretty darn good too. Definitely one of the better sounding tractors in Farmson, that's for sure. It does look a little bit underkill for this baler. It looks a bit small, but that baler is just massive. But it works like a charm, so we're not going to change it. All right, we're just making it to the field here. We're actually using the main entrance for once. You know, I didn't see it here the first time, so we ended up using the main entrance here. We're gonna go back down the other end, see where we started though. We got the header off the combine and on the header trailer, so we can take that back once we're done baling. Everything's working pretty good. The harvest is about done. We only got maybe 50, 60 bushels left in the combine. That's all the wheat we have left to store for the year. That is good. We'll get over here, turn the hazards off, turn the baler on, get it lowered down, and we should be good to roll here and start baling. I think we should get about 50 bales off of this field if I'm not mistaken. This field's about double the size of the two I harvested on the live stream. We got 43 bales out of that, so I think we can get about 50 bales off of this field, and each bale right now is selling at $1,000 per bale, so we can get a good 100,000 out of bales, which is pretty darn good. And we've got a bale sell point right at our farm. That red barn is a bale sell point, so instead of storing the bales, we're just going to sell them right away, and it's nice and easy to do that. It's at our farm. We'll just take them back to the farm and sell them immediately and take the cash. All right, here's the first bale, about ready to be unloaded out of the baler here. There it is, drops off in the corner. We did miss a little bit going around that corner. It's so hard to get the pickup lined up exactly with the pile of straw there, but oh well. Alright guys, baling is going pretty good here. I'm going to wrap it up here and end the video. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. First episode on the Forest River, North Dakota map. It's a pretty good map. I highly recommend you guys getting it. It's on Smebby's Patreon, like I said in the beginning of the video. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks guys.